Live from right field on the south side of Chicago. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming in. And on the mound today, Shane Smith. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And that misses. And it's 3-0. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Acuna should have this one. Makes the grab. Now it's Devers at the plate. Gets the call. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A gigantic blast. Now it's Ben Chapman. Gets him to chase after that one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, it's talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a...
And that's the third out. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Chase Mydroth steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, out to short. One pitch and one out. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Miguel Vargas.
This one in the air, center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Now here is Munetaka Murakami.
Munetaka Murakami.
That's outside, and that's ball one.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He hit that into the wind, and it still had enough to leave the ballpark. He really connected on that pitch.
Stepping in, Colson Montgomery. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Back at right field. And now Bader up to the plate. Foul ball there.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
recognized that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground to third. Slings it across. One out in the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Ramos in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Oh, 2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The other way, and foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And up next for the Giants, Bryce Eldridge. Left field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Back here on the south side, bottom half of inning number 2, Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one ripped, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Bader settles under this one. And there's one down. And now it's Austin Hayes. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. That one almost got him. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. Gone. Yes. A solo shot. And it ties it up. It's 2-2.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and he's out. Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one. Here on the south side, now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one is hammered right field. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. The rise in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there. That's strike 2.
Bro, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Foul ball still 0-2. Ground ball right side. Mydroff. On to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Adames in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Devers now. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. And here is Matt Chapman. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. Back at right field. Set for the bottom of the third. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
My draw. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Grounder might be 2. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. Back even, it's 3-3. One out man at first. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Andrew Benintendi steps up 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Austin Hayes now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the third. Way inside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Good job at as we go to the top of the fourth. Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
In the air, left field, and it's just foul.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Bader takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike and a count 2-1. And that is out of play. That's to third. Vargas over to second and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ramos batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Nothing doing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the White Sox DH, Lenny Sosa. And that one fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
This one in the air, right field. Lee on the move. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And there's one down. So up next for Chicago, Edgar Caro. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna. Reached on an infield single his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Maidroff getting ready to hit. Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. Maidroff, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2022. That one fouled off. Acuna off of first with 2 away. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swings and misses. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Bryce Eldridge. On the ground. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Patrick Bailey digs in now. Bounce to the right side. Maidroff over to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Arraez in the box again. Takes a strike. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. Giants go in order. Back here on the south side. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a foul ball. Here's your 1. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the fifth.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the
Caleb Killian into the game.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Up the middle, Arise. Throws to first. One pitch and one out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Runner from third into score. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one in the air, center field. Bader takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next for the White
And
Sox.
up next for Chicago,
Right
Austin
fielder,
Hayes.
Austin
He's already homered in this game. Out front, rip foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Montgomery on his horse around third. The tag, and he's safe. And they lead by 3. So 2 down. So now it's the White Sox DH, Lenny Sosa. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Now it's going to be Willy Adames. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. That's in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Inside. And the count is 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
2 down. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Strike. Woo.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Pretty nasty curveball from 12 to 6 on the clock. It can jump out of the hand at the hitter, speed you up a little bit, and then just falls out of the zone.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Giants are down 1-2-3 and can't. Here on the south side, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In time to Devers. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 2 for 2. Ripped to right. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the second baseman, Chase Mydroth. That one lifted to left. Ramos in position. That is the inning. Back at right field. Now it's the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The White Sox leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Elliot Ramos, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. That one 95 to finish him off. Back here on the south side, set for the last half of the 7th, Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Ripped towards third. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the
So up next for Chicago, Munetaka Murakami. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
At the plate, Colson Montgomery. That's back there. Leaping, and he brought it back.
Rob's a potential solo shot right there. That'll fire your team up, but even more so the player. I'm excited to see how they respond.
Ground ball left side. Whips it across, and Benintendi is out. That's the third out. But the White Sox get one on a homer. It's now a 4-run lead. Here.
Now pitching for the
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Sean Newcomb.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
There's the strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This one in the air center field. And there's one down. Next to hit, Patrick Bailey. And first offering is fouled off. That's through there for a strike. The Giants down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's downstairs. 1-2 to count. This one in the air, right field. And he makes the grab. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Giants' leadoff hitter, Luis Arias. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Nice grab. And they get the out. Giants down in order.
And leading off.
And up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
In the air, left field. And that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's a flare off the bat. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. And here is Sosa to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Now he breaks his bat. In time to Devers. Got him. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Edgar Quero. Drilled out towards left center field. Ramos makes his way towards it. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. The relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Put a really nice balance.
New arm for the Giants, Keaton Wynn.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Acuna in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. In the dirt to third. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. Willie Adames stands in. 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Grant Taylor. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Devers stands in now and watches strike 1. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Stepping in, Matt Chapman. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.